Welcome back, everyone, to Singularity Roleplay for our 20th episode of Breaking Neon, a gritty and dark noir investigative game with a twist for the City of Mist system. While those of us around the game table have our safety tools in place, it's important to know if anything here tonight is something you're not comfortable with. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or you find the topics discussed to be too much, please take a step back, get some air, take some time to yourself, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon. This particular game has the following content that some may find disturbing: recursion, murder, and trauma. Before we get into it, we're going to go around our game table with our fantastic new overlay. I forgot we were doing this. Thank you, Meg. Our overlay was made
So
by our very
pretty.
own Meg Mysteria. Um, let's popcorn around and start with Meg.
Hi everybody, I am Meg or Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such anywhere on the internet. I am playing Renee Webb, otherwise known as Penelope Hot, or Miss Lady, but Noel's not here to call her that, so we might get away with an episode where she's not referred to as such. Um, I say might because, my luck. But yeah, that's me. I made the overlay. We'll talk more about that later. Let's popcorn it to Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, my character's name. Hi, everybody. I have 19 different names, so I should remember to respond to my character name, and I don't sometimes. One of my names is Skunkheart. I use three different sets of pronouns. One of those sets of pronouns is EM Air Airs himself. And I am playing Sarazat, local rift of Scheherazade, dark fantasy author, and ingenue in way over her head, who is totally not threatened by the former mob boss who has now realized that she's been revealing secrets throughout all of her books. Said mob boss keeps trying to convince her she's not a threat, and Sarah does not believe it. I will pass it on to said mob boss, Lola.
Hi, I'm Janie. I play Lola. I'm the parent ex mob boss who is not good at these things. Hi, everybody. This game's awesome. Um, who am I going to send it to? Because I to the next person.
Well, that leaves only me. Hi, I'm Shock Point Failure. I'm replacing my role as Moreno, the novice philosopher, uh, mm, classically trained chef, and part-time martial arts trainer. Our character's kind of all over the place now that I listed that all out loud. Wow. Huh. Oh,
Jack
well,
of all
but
trades.
yeah. But so apparently I'm also one of the few members of this crew that has some semblance of sanity, and the main source of its drain is MIA. So maybe I can actually keep some of it and not go too crazy this episode. But so that's me. I'm going to turn it back over to our master of ceremony so we can get this ball on the road.
Sweet. All right. Well, you guys know me. My name's Alan. If this were a movie, this would be directed by a guy that thought unobtainium was a great idea. Gonna shit on him every single time, don't care. But his earlier works, I feel like this would be perfect for it. Anyways, before we start off, we're gonna go ahead and begin with a monologue, and tonight that is with Renee.
Ignore that funky beat that just dropped for a second. Let me open up the monologue that I definitely forgot to open up in my browser. Okay, here it is. You always think you have enough time, but the truth is you never know when it's going to run out. So, as I relive this morning over and over again, watching this young man die while I try to figure out how to save his life, I can't help but think how fortunate I am. Because it also means I get to relive making my daughter and her friend breakfast. And I get to relive listening to them whine about how it's too early to be awake. But then they realize how good the food smells, and suddenly they're glad to be awake. I get to relive the simple joys of being a mother and taking care of two children who are enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Then I have to relive them looking at me with disappointment as I get the phone call from a desperate man telling me where to meet him. I have to relive the numb goodbye as I get ready for another day of work, where we all know I have to go handle another dangerous rift in a situation where I may come back hurt or not come back at all. I have to relive the second guessing and the doubt that crosses my mind as I get on my motorcycle and put it in gear. You always think you have enough time, but the truth is, even when you relive a day over and over again, there just isn't ever going to be enough. There you go.
Very nice. Last we left off, our crew got entangled, pardon the pun, in a web of time based shenanigans. Members of the crew were contacted by a man known only to them as Eric, and he happens to be stuck. He repeats the same 24 hours over, trying to find a way for his own survival. So, he got the crew involved. They're now on their second iteration and have essentially broken their way into a nightclub, the Gardens of Arcadia. That's actually where we're going to start because that's where we left off. Eric opened up the back door or opened up the alleyway door using a key that he got out of the garbage can and said, "All right, come on, hurry up. I just got this door disarmed. Let's go."
All right. Well, I guess we move right on in, and this is gonna go so poorly, isn't it?
At least we get to try it again if it does.
Everybody pours in.
Janie, you're muted.
I was muted.
But yeah, we all pour in.
Sorry. Okay, so as you get in there, Eric slams the door shut, locks it behind him, flicks on one of the lights, and you can see that there's a bunch of old or like taken apart arcade machines. This is a maintenance shop. Eric stops for a moment and goes, "All right, it's in one of these machines. I can't remember where."
How many times have we made it this far?
For the crew, this is the second time.
All right,
If
let me
you're,
rephrase it.
how many times has he been through?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you asked that in character. He looks at the watch and goes, 86.
All right, let's skip over the first few ones about the door, and let's just move to the ones towards the back.
Are any of the games based on any of Sir Ozzy O'Day's books? Read my books.
You do have an arcade machine there. It's like Golden Axe based on. It's a Golden Axe type based on one of your stories.
I always did regret making that deal, but it did help me get into certain parties. I guess I'll start there, and I'll start examining that, and then move through looking for the thing.
And he goes, "I'm not quite sure what we're looking for yet, but I know when we find it, I will know exactly what it is."
Yeah, I'm just gonna go count all from the door we entered. I'm just gonna go count off to the get to the 86th one and start searching from there on.
All right, I'm gonna have all of you roll me and investigate.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how the dice pool works in this system.
It's 2d6 plus power tags. So choose the power tags you wish to use for the roll.
Do any of mine play into this?
Are we investigating?
We're trying
You're
to find
looking-
something we don't know what we're looking for in one of these arcade cabinets.
So I know I have feeling lucky.
So it's just we're trying to find something that's out of place. Knox.
Can I pull in Celebrity Author, considering that I mentioned I'm starting with the video game based on my book?
Yep.
Can I make a very stretch argument for philosophy given my search strategy?
Yeah.
Criminal activity, so I look for things that are illegal.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's
Grist
2.
for the story mill?
Knox, please.
I'll allow it.
Can I roll?
Okay, so it's just been forever since I played in this system. I roll 2 dice and then I add 2 to that.
It's 2d6 plus the number of power tags. So in this case, it would be plus 2.
This also feels like a stretch, but what about you? Don't realize I'm revealing your secrets?
I will allow that.
The only two I can think for mine are like a spider catching flies and weaving the scene.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay.
7 over here.
9.
Still rolling. Give me one moment.
Gonna be we're gonna sit right here. All right. Good
Sorry,
enough.
computer is being slow.
Take your time.
10.
All right. So for Lola and Sarah, as you're looking through the machines, you don't see anything that's out of place initially. You do notice that there is a flicker of energy that still moves through each machine, despite the fact that they're completely disconnected. For Sarah, however, you do find that inside the machine there is actually a small golden axe that's sitting there.
That's a rather minor detail to include in the machine, and I don't see how any of the players could possibly come across it.
And it's actually like it takes up the circuit board area.
So there's no circuit in the machine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to make me look beyond the mists, which is that thing I love doing that I'm bad at because I only get at a +1 to.
Yep. So while you're rolling that, I'm going to go over everybody else's. So for Amit and Renee, you don't find anything. However, as you're rummaging through one of the machines, the plate glass on the machine that you're looking at, Amit, actually falls out, creates a loud noise.
Got an 8.
And then for Renee, you end up accidentally shocking yourself. You're not taking any damage, but you did get zapped. you do also notice this strange energy that's in the machines, even though they're not plugged in. All right, and then what did you say you got?
8.
All right.
Before we continue, Skunkard, can you do me a favor and check on your captions tab?
Yeah, it's probably being weird. I will do that as soon as I can, as soon as my computer cooperates.
Okay.
Dang technologies.
All right, I see it, and it's not updating. Oh no, now it's updating.
There we go.
All right. So for you, Sarah, what does this look like as you start to look at this machine beyond the mist?
I think I reach out and start running my fingers across the axe, not unplugging anything, while muttering under my breath the lines from the book that describe the axe at a particularly important plot moment. Except all of the names have been replaced by the actual names because I'm just muttering to myself. The actual names of the people whose secrets I'm revealing.
Okay. As you're looking at this machine, you notice that the axe starts kind of wavering, like the image of the axe starts wavering a bit. You notice that the actual motherboard is the axe. Um, and as part of one of the clues I'm going to give you, you know that whoever created this machine is actually a rift.
Do I know of what?
You know that whoever created this machine is a rift.
But not of what?
Yeah, not of what. So you get to ask a couple of questions. Actually, you get to ask one question. I forgot you only have one.
Yeah, I only have the one. What uh what effect does the video game, the arcade box, have? Like, what magical effect does it have as a result of being plugged into the axe?
It's not what happens that it's plugged into the axe. It's what happens when you actually play the arcade,
Yeah,
and that it's extremely immersive. You get a feeling like if you walk around to the front and handle the joystick and the buttons, and you like stand in front of the screen, you feel like there is a much more immersive gameplay than there should be.
clarification. Does that mean that you are transported physically and or psychically to the setting of my book or
Kind
some
of,
other?
yes. Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Can I tell if it's physically or psychically or both?
Uh, we're gonna go with
Or is that another question?
psychic. Well, we're gonna go with psychically only.
Okay. Well, I don't know how this would affect the time loop, but I think I found a way out of this room at least. I'll say out loud.
Can you repeat what you said for me?
I said I don't know how it will affect the time loop, but I think I found a way out of the side of this room at least, mentally anyway.
Okay, that's interesting. So I'm gonna move away from the pile of glass in front of me and take a look at the machine.
Yeah,
So, is this what we're supposed to be looking for?
Eric.
I think so. He reaches for it and it zaps the crap out of him. He goes, "Nope, nope, that's not it." Um, it is then when you hear somebody trying to unlock the door behind you.
Who's that?
Well, my first instinct is to find a good spot to hide.
Mine as well.
Well, I'm asking who it is because he's done this so many times before. He must know who's at the door.
He looks around, goes, I actually have no idea. This is the first time I've had somebody come up to that door.
Oh, it's time for my place to hide.
Everybody hiding?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to have everybody sneak around.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 12 feet.
Is it a drop ceiling?
No.
Hmm. I would like to apply uncanny parkour skills, but the fact that it's not a drop ceiling means there's less places to hide in the ceiling.
I have cloaked in shadow.
Okay.
And can I use feeling lucky too?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm still going to use uncanny parkour skills.
Implacable memory. That's my trick cap. I'm always afraid. If not me, then they'll kill you? Question mark.
Yep.
And I feel like both of my weaknesses for ensconced in wealth and power would apply. Would that let me get 2 attention if I applied both of them?
I'll allow it.
All right, then I will apply both of them for 2 attention. In which case, will you allow cliffhangers?
Yes.
And grist for the story mill to bring me back up to 3?
That one, no.
Okay. So up to 2.
It just doesn't feel right for that scene.
Actually, pretty pointless jewels like me, in case I am seen, to appear like I'm...
Yeah. Okay,
I'm back up to 3.
Given the fact of what I'm thinking of how I'm hiding, my weakness of enclosed space is probably also going to kick off, which is going to essentially cancel out what I was adding. But what I rolled still is a 9, so I'm good.
Struggling with computer. It seems to be a theme.
You're muted.
I only got 7.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Sadly, not dynamite.
What'd you get, Truck?
9.
All right. So you all managed to find some decent hiding spots, one better than most. As the door ends up flying halfway across the room, a giant of a man steps in what appears to be pajamas and starts looking around. And you watch as Eric pokes his head up and then just immediately back down, goes, oh, no, 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 no. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
If I can be within his eyesight, I'll just sort of like look at him and gesture with my head and raise my eyebrows.
Sarah, have you ever been to this arcade?
Is it high end?
I mean, it is a high end bar. Like it's got a full series arcade for the first 2 floors. The 3rd floor is a hookah lounge, and then the 4th floor is actually like living quarters.
So it definitely sounds fancier than the low class contacts that Sarah has. Is it?
Yeah.
But is it fancy enough for the high end? Because Sarah just doesn't have anything in the middle. It's either low end or high end.
You would probably know the owner for the hookah lounge, but not the arcade.
Okay, so there's your answer then.
You know who this guy is. This is the owner of the hookah lounge's bodyguard. His name is Sydney.
Have I interacted with Sydney before?
Yeah, it's been mostly pleasant. He's very protective of Alicia, who is the owner of the hookah lounge.
How does he
Oh.
feel about me?
Yeah, you guys are chill.
How does he seem right now?
Pissed off.
He has apparently gotten woken up, still in his pajamas, investigating something that's going on down here, which may or may not be my fault. But besides the point, the question is, with me, who one of my power types is literally knows everybody, do I also know Sydney?
Yeah, you two have sparred before.
I can take him.
I think the last. Hold on.
So it might be best for Sarah to try to talk talk him out of that room.
Heads or tails, Shock?
I'm gonna go with heads.
Okay, so every time that you've fought him, you've gotten your ass beat.
Doesn't matter. Armor still thinks it can take him.
More thinks that he can take him now.
Knox. Get out from back there.
Baby crimes.
Baby crimes.
Yep.
Amit, you would know exactly what his rift is because he's the Hecatoncres.
Shit.
Right.
Which is why you always get your ass beat.
Look, he may have 100 hands, but I will still take him.
So he starts walking in. He doesn't look around, but it's very, very clear he is completely familiar with everything around him all at once. And he reaches for the machine that Renee and Amit are behind, and literally just pulls them out from like thin air.
Sydney, hi. I'm sorry. I was looking for Alicia.
For a brief second, you feel his eyes on you, and he almost throws one of those arcade machines at you and stops, goes, "What the hell are you doing here? This hour, inside the maintenance office?"
I got lost. I have some friends I wanted to meet Alicia, and I've had a little too many pills and powders, and I just got myself turned around a bit.
Why? Right. It's early in the morning. Thought somebody broke in here.
So it was just me and Tim and Penny here.
I'm gonna need you to roll convince.
Let me solo him.
Let me solo.
I did not call you Penelope. I will have you know.
You did not. Renee's keeping her damn mouth shut.
Let's see. Pretty Pointless feels like me. Access. Celebrity author.
Okay.
I don't think I can get more attention from those same weakness tags.
Mm-mm.
And does this count as the object of my defining relationship? Against the object of my defining relationship?
Give me 1 sec.
Which is as ensconced in wealth and power?
Yeah.
All right, so then it's dynamite. Right. Computer, come on. Dear audience, I apologize. My computer is struggling. It is, in fact, dynamite, because 9 plus 3 is 12.
Oh yeah. So he lowers the cabinets down so he's less threatening. Says, "All right, you're damn lucky that I know you."
I am. It's true. You've been a real good guy.
As he sets the machines down, it accidentally knocks over the one that's by Lola. Lola, you watch as a what appears to be a pendant falls out of the one he set down.
Can I grab it?
Yeah.
Snatch.
Sydney, will you remind me how to get to wherever Alicia is right now? Just why we'll like start ushering him towards the door and like ask for directions right outside so that he's
Uh,
not in the room.
as you try to head out, he's not standing in front of the door, but you feel that there is very, very much a wall there.
Sydney?
Nobody disturbs Mrs. right now.
Ah, I apologize then. Is there anything going on at the moment?
Well, the club doesn't open for another like 6 hours. And you people are in here just walked in.
I thought it was midnight.
No, no, it's not. It's currently
Oh.
10 a.m.
Oh, well, I do apologize then. Uh,
Might need to lay off the powders.
I ordered from a new guy, and I think he might be mixing his powders with something.
Right.
Might keep an eye out for him. Red head, full beard, glasses in the shape of flowers.
Yeah, we don't like to keep these things anywhere near the premises. So I'll make sure that if I ever see them, they're not allowed here.
Goodness me, thank you.
Lola, if you look at this pendant, you notice that uh, there is a silver Ouroboros serpent as the actual pendant that has multiple jewels on it.
Okay, is there a book anywhere nearby that says Never Ending Story on it?
No. But you also notice, all of you have noticed that Eric has not revealed himself. He's still hiding.
Good.
Hmm.
Right. If you want, I can go get the missus. We're not going to let you up there. But I can grab Alicia and Arcadia.
That would be lovely. Perhaps we could meet them in the club.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Come on in.
And we'll try to just walk him out and eventually be like, "Oh, I need to go get Tim and Penny," and try to separate him so he's going to Alicia and I'm staying with Tim and Penny.
Yeah. And he walks back out the door. You can actually go through the door now that he's moved.
Question: what game did the pendant come out of?
It is Snake.
So Tim,
It's Ami backwards without the A at the end because that would be silly.
all right, fair enough.
Eric looks up at you guys. Is he gone?
Sydney, yeah, for the time being at least.
Cool. We need to go.
Do we have time to ask why?
Not really. Of all the people that I want to be involved with, the Cranes are not one of them. Okay. I have history with both sides of the Cranes. Right? None of them like me.
Hmm.
And I know the bodyguard and I know what he can do because I've seen him rip a man in half.
He got better.
We've all seen him rip a man in half.
Yes, well, that's not on my preferred way of dying today. Okay?
And so, but we came here for a reason. Why did we come here?
Lola, do you show anybody the pendant or do you keep it to yourself?
Yeah, I'll show everyone the pendant.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, here it
Right.
is.
So, assuming that this is the time loop, that this is the loop we actually succeed here, what do we do about Sydney?
If we leave now, it'll just be like a minor inconvenience.
Yeah, the money reviews means he's gonna try to break my leg next time I spar him.
You can fight him?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Why
Do
didn't
you
he?
know Sydney?
Yeah, I know Sydney.
And he
Why
didn't
didn't he?
question that you were Tim.
I'm just going to assume starstruck because of Sarah.
No,
I don't know if I would
whatever.
call him starstruck.
He didn't
Struck. Maybe
seem
he's a
to.
secret fan.
He didn't seem to really question any of us for being here.
Sarah, heads or tails?
Uh, I always choose to go for the tail. If you catch my drift.
He is definitely a fan.
Did Sarah know that or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
he
at,
is a fan.
at one of
Good.
the at one of those meetings, he did bring a whole stack of your books to sign.
He is a fan. I've signed all of my books for him. I'll send him a copy of the new one. I'm sure he doesn't have it yet. As an apology to smooth things over.
All right, fine. All right, let's move on then.
So, what's the significance of this pendant?
He tries to reach out for it and then just kind of backs up and says, "It's part of the time loop. I know if I touch it, it's going to end the loop, but that also probably means that this might be the last time. So if one of you guys holds it, that'd be perfect."
Yeah, I guess Lola slips it inside of her bag.
Cool. All right. So I've got, and he pulls out the pocket watch again. And he like shakes it, puts it next to his ear. I got about 5, maybe 10 minutes before my next locked in event. So let me meet you. Um, okay. Uh, over at the rail station, at the underneath the rail station, there's that park. Meet me there.
What's your next locked in event?
Um, that's right. The fight at the mall.
Are you sure you don't want us there?
Yes. You do not want to get locked into that situation. That was bad.
All right. So, what time do we need to meet you at the park? Right.
1 hour exactly. All right, cool. We're good.
Yeah.
All right, hold on to that pendant. Don't let it go. Cool. And you watch as he just books it out the door. That leaves everybody there. Are you still in the arcade shop or do you leave the building?
Penny is gonna leave.
Yeah, Arnold is also going to head on out. He's got an hour to kill.
Lola will
Yeah.
head out.
Also,
She's actually gonna ask Lola if she can take a picture of the pendant.
Yes, Lola will model the pendant for you. She'll put it on so you can take the nice picture of it.
Did you
Thank
really?
you. Oh no.
Hey, Lola.
Oh no.
You're gonna take locked in time.
I'm gonna say that you did this against sound advice.
So you have locked in time 1. You've officially created a locked event.
Oh no.
Do we know what that
putting
locked
on the
event is?
pendant is the fact. Putting on the pendant is a locked event.
The pendant itself locks you into the event, which means you must return here at the same time frame.
Gotta come back. Gotta put the pendant on.
And ask him what happens if he missed a lot, or if someone missed a locked event. Did we?
Nope.
Yeah, actually, I believe you did. It's just been a few months since the last session. He did explain to you that he tried to miss a locked event, and unfortunately, it was very, very painful.
So locked in time 2, you said?
Locked in time 1.
So if we have to repeat this loop, we have to get Lola to the arcade
By 10 a.m.
By 10 a.m. So she can
Is it
get the
just me
pendant.
locked in? Is it just me who's locked in?
Yep.
Okay, so I just have to be here. That's my
But
responsibility.
do we know how much of the event is locked in? Essentially, is it just Lola has to be at the arcade and put on the pendant by 10 a.m.?
Lola has to be at the arcade and put on the pendant at the exact time. So doesn't matter what time you get there. Lola has to be in that exact spot, putting the pendant on at the exact time.
Well, I guess I just have to be here at that time, even if you all aren't.
Renee is gonna check the time. I imagine there was a few minutes of back and forth between them of Renee going, "No, you should not. You should not put that on. We don't know what it'll do." And
and sure enough. So you're all standing in the back alleyway with the sudden realization of what happened.
Are we all bound by the
No,
locked in time?
just Lola.
Just Lola.
We just all are aware that Lola's bound by that times.
So I will say that what you saw is as Lola put the necklace on, there was kind of like a quick blast of energy that just like went outward in all directions, and it was kind of apparent what it was just looking at the necklace.
All right, note to self: do not put the pendant on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't match my outfit anyway.
Okay, so I was being a little bit silly when I put the pendant on, and I was just like quoting the never-ending story.
So you hear
Congrats, you played yourself.
You hear footsteps like on steel grates above you, but it doesn't appear as if they've noticed you. Are you all leaving, or are you guys interacting?
Leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Probably leaving, staying with the group.
Okay. Where is everybody gonna go? Since you have about an hour to kill.
Well, the mall's out of the question because we don't want to get locked into that fight. Apparently,
How far away is the park?
It's about 15-ish minutes. It's a straight up. It's a straight shot all the way there. You just take the main street up.
I was gonna go hang out on a bench, look at my newspaper, look to see if I could find anything on this pendant. But I guess we figured out the deal with the pendant.
Um, I'll do this as some downtime stuff. Upon looking at it, it is a pendant that went missing from the Gatekeeper vault
Oop.
during the Fallout event,
Oop.
and it is the pendant of the Ouroboros.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. Well, second time today, but still, that I heard it pronounced this way. I've always heard it as Ouroboros.
I've heard it both ways. And if you're a Red Dwarf fan, it's our Rob or Ross.
Our robot Ross?
Yeah.
Questionable. Questionable. Tell me about the pendant.
It is one of a number of artifacts that were taken away from some rifts back in the day for the exact time hijinks that you would think that they were causing. One from an Eric Lascom,
Hmm.
the other being multiple stopwatches and pocket watches.
You know? Correct. So, what's it actually do other than, locking us in time?
It manipulates time by locking somebody into a specific event in time. If you take it off, that will end it. However, if you're already in a time loop, it's said that it will tear you apart.
Ah.
It literally tears things apart temporally.
Ah.
I heard that love will tear us apart.
So Lola, don't take it off. Not until we've figured this all out.
Well, I don't
Or the
really
loop
want to
restarts.
tear
One
apart
of the
time
two.
right. Yeah, I don't want to tear apart time right now, so I won't.
Wibbly wobbly.
What do you mean by right now?
Yeah, when Amit says, "What do you mean by right now?" Sarah is like dagger-eyed, like trying to size up Lola's intentions and thoughts.
She's not want to tear apart time right now, just like she said.
The fact that you still added on the right now to the end of that sentence is the concerning part.
It wouldn't be tearing apart time. It would be tearing apart you.
Lola, no.
I won't
You have
take it.
kids.
It's staying on my neck right now.
Right now.
We're going to fix this, right?
We're going to fix this. But
Okay.
my plans for this next hour is going to be watching Lola like a hawk to make sure she doesn't do something stupid.
We got to fix this. I don't know what's going to happen if I take it off right now, because what'll happen to like the rest of the timeline? It could like send us all into the time vortex or something. Who knows?
Cut us with the time knife.
Okay, you don't want to be cut with the time knife.
So while you're moving towards the park, or actually at the park, since you have time to kill, you notice that there's a car that keeps circling around this park. It's a white Maserati with silver trim.
I'm colorblind. Maserati's a super.
I thought the Maserati was red.
Was it red?
It was
I'm
red.
fairly sure it was red,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, then changing that little retcon, it is red. And yes, Maserati supercars I think the cheapest one is 100,000.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
since we had months between, I had forgotten the significance of the Maserati. Can you remind me?
The Maserati has been following Eric, and we're pretty sure that's what the sniper that's been killing him has been using to get around.
That's right. Did I ask months ago if I could recognize the car since it's so fancy?
yes.
Okay, I thought I did. I thought I would
Okay,
Um,
and if I go up to the sniper and threaten to take the necklace off? No, I'm not going to take it off. But
No,
I like holding
no,
on to.
no,
If I like grab him and like I'll take this
no,
necklace off, but you don't put your gun down.
no. You have kids. You have 2 girlfriends. You do not have any excuse to do suicide plays.
I would actually. I don't think they would actually say it. I think they would like hand it over versus me taking off the time necklace.
Power
Would you?
move, put the necklace on them.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Here's the tiny little problem with that statement: is you taking off the necklace triggers the self-destruct.
That was completely as a meme. That was not in character. Just saying.
okay. What if I
do
take
it.
their hand and like make sure that they're like, holding the necklace, and then I threaten to take it off? Because then we'll both be wearing it technically.
Yes.
Renee,
I
would
will.
that
I
work?
will. Theoretically, yes, that would work.
Technically, I suppose it could. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not.
But it's an option.
I could also go and stand in front of their car, betting that they won't run me over. But I doubt that gamble would pay off in my favor.
No, I don't think it would.
Well, that's not putting themselves in any danger.
The three of you are much better at putting people in danger than I am, quite frankly. Quite the opposite in my case. I'm, and my eyes glance over to Lola, completely harmless. Really.
You haven't revealed any of my secrets. Why are you still afraid of me?
Confused look crosses Sarah's face because she has definitely revealed some of your secrets. That was, if I recall correctly, part of the revelation.
Had she?
Yeah, or is in process of. I forget how long we've known each other, so it may not have been published yet.
I'm
So
trying to think of options. Continue.
that Maserati actually pulls over on its like fourth or fifth loop around the park, and you just watch as the driver gets out, grabs a guitar case, and starts moving towards the platform.
Antonio Banderas?
I
El
mean,
mariachi.
we know what's about to happen. We know the entire situation. We might as well just see what his schedule is during the time loop. So I'm just going to nonchalantly head in the same direction behind him.
Yeah, it's basically what Sarah was thinking. So I'm following him. Amit.
I'm gonna put on my cute little hat.
All right. Lola, are you joining him?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
Waiting.
Okay. While you wait there, the rest of you start following this guy. I'm going to have all three of you make another sneak around for me.
I'm gonna follow, but from a different direction.
Okay.
Because three is too many people. Too many.
Perfect direction, professional courtesy, and uncanny parkour skills.
Yeah.
Illusory web, weaving the scene, and blending in with riffs.
Okay.
Facade of aristocratic comparing pretty pointless tools like me, and that's my trick cap. I'm always afraid.
Yep.
12 total.
Okay.
I realized I could roll dice on my phone, so let me do that. It should be faster.
It's the power of the hat. The hat
14.
gives me sneakiness.
I mean, yeah.
It do. It give me the
thought that-
sneaky powers.
I thought that was the point of the hat, that it gives you sneaky powers.
Yes.
Canonically.
It does canonically give me sneaky powers.
Canonically, it makes them a faceless person.
Exactly. You can't tell who I am.
I flick a penny in your direction as we part.
Don't flick a
What
penny
did you
at
roll,
me.
Sarah?
I rolled
I
a
rolled
14.
Okay.
Yeah, and I only got a 10.
Okay. All three of you. Perfect. As you're following from your various angles, he doesn't seem to look back or look around, only that, he's going straight up the stairs, kind of pushes past a couple of people, ends up waiting at the station to get on the train, jumps on it.
On the train I go. I'm getting on the
Where do the
train.
tracks go? Do they go? Is it an L? Is it a subway? Do they circle the park? Do they
They
just leave the park?
So the train system is one big loop around the city.
Okay. I
So
repeat the question. In relation to the park where we are, where we're going to meet Eric, is it circling around the park? Is it like
no, it
leaving away from
goes
the park?
it
Is
leaves away from the park going around downtown. The next stop is the financial district. So it doesn't go around the park. It's going to go in an outer loop around the city.
How long does the entire loop take?
About 20-30 minutes.
How long until Eric gets here?
About 20 to 30 minutes.
So we're riding the train.
It's up to you. I'm getting on the train. I'm cozying up to our friend. Well, I'm within probably arm's reach.
I'm at least in the same car.
Yeah, Sarah's too curious.
Okay. Meanwhile, Lola, are you sitting at the park bench down there?
I guess so. Do I see everybody get on the train?
You watch everybody go up the stairs, but you don't see them get on the train because it's directly above you.
Could I guess that they all got on the train?
Yeah, that is something you could probably guess.
This guy was the only one that was in the car, right?
No,
Like
there was a
the
couple others.
Maserati.
Yeah, he was the only person in the Maserati. In the train, there are multiple people.
So we left the career criminal with an empty fancy car.
Not all criminals are just going to take a car. And besides, I'm fairly sure Lola has a better car.
But I could still check out the Maserati, correct?
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't know if I should check it or not, but I kind of want to check it out.
That was what I had been getting at, by the way.
Lola's not a career criminal.
I
Not a criminal.
want to time something, and I want to move past this guy and time something for like the jostle on the train and move past him, kind of end up bumping against him, like his arm or his hand or something, and prick him with a needle. And go through his memories.
Uh,
I want to poke around in his head.
this will be a change the game.
Changing the game.
And after that, can I look around in the car to like get information?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigate.
Um, I've got, let's see, pins and needles. Um, maybe sewing needles and rupturing.
Okay.
Getting raided.
Woo! Welcome, Raiders.
Hello.
Hello, friends. So you're not gonna believe me. I rolled double sixes. So that is 15 total.
Perfect.
Give me this guy's mind. Give it to me.
All right, so
I want to know what his entire deal is.
we, as you're like looking through all of his memories, you just see this flash of everything that's ever happened in his life. Um, between violence, sitting behind a rifle, you see him sitting with a group of people that are in front of computers. What do you want to know?
I want to know why he's coming after Eric and who sent him.
As you're looking through the memories, you see him look into a mirror and he says to himself, "This needs to end. This has to end tonight. We can't keep doing this. We need to do it for Alicia, for Annette, and for Caitlin."
Alicia, Annette, and Caitlin?
Yep.
Okay. Caitlin's a new name.
I thought so.
Let's see, who is Caitlin? Show me, who is Caitlin?
While you're looking through the memories, it goes back to the one of a bunch of people sitting down in front of computers. You see Alicia Crane, much younger now, currently at a computer, doing what appears to be hacking. Right next to her is a woman that looks like Arcadia, also much younger, and she's managing like 3 or 4 different computer consoles at once. And you hear like a muffled voice going, "Hey Eric, I need you to backdoor this." And you watch as his vision goes to the computer screen as he starts typing stuff.
This has to be when they were doing the raid on the gatekeepers. Did I get it? No?
No, you notice that what they're hacking into isn't gatekeepers. This appears to be
Is it
like,
Lazarus?
yeah, this appears to be something far darker.
It's not gatekeepers, it's darker. So it's not Lazarus, or it is Lazarus?
It's very difficult to tell because the memory is still very muddled. Um, but whatever it is, it has high security protocols enough for uh, both this Arcadia and another person to be managing multiple consoles, while the others are sitting at one.
Hmm.
You get one more question.
Did I already ask who's Caitlin?
I'll give it to you. It's Arcadia.
Oh. So it's Alicia, Annette, and Arcadia are the three sisters. Okay.
Yep. Alicia is the wife.
Yeah. So this guy is seems to be acting on his own in benefit to the three sisters. He's
This
not.
guy is Eric.
Wait, what?
It is a suicide plot.
Interesting.
Because I'll rewind a little bit. You are watching it from his perspective.
Okay, I get it
And
now.
Arcadia said, "Hey, Eric, I need you to backdoor this," and his
I
focus went to the
get it.
computer.
I get it now. So what happened to make Eric want to do this to himself?
One of the memories that starts to take over is a phone call. It's a digitized voice that then clears up after he says, "I know it's you, Annette. Sorry, old friend. But we can't have you spreading the secrets. If you promise not to talk, come over to the lab and you and I can make amends. Or if you truly, truly believe that you're on the righteous path, we'll find somebody who will keep your silence." He says, "Send whoever you want. Nobody's getting to me. Not this time." And he hangs up.
Hmm.
So what I'm understanding is that she sent the younger him, or she sent the older him.
She sent somebody after him. Who it is, you don't know yet.
And I'm out of questions, so I can't pry any further.
Yep.
Damn it.
Did you
Janet.
binge Groundhog's Day and Looper when you wrote this plot?
Hey, it's not the worst time loop media movie that I've seen.
I appreciate that.
The bar is pretty low.
Taking the compliment.
Look, we've all stolen a plot or two from something or another. I'm not shaming you for that. I'm just trying to figure out where the inspiration came from.
I am honestly not sure where I came up with this. I'll let you know when I figure it out. So, with this information, do the three of you do anything?
Well, two of us don't have it yet.
That's true.
Well, I don't have it either. I'm still at a car.
Yeah. And I'm about to get to you in a minute.
I'm gonna relay as much as simply as I can over group text. So, yeah, I'm not gonna repeat it. It's just as much as I can, as simply as I can.
Sarah will reply, so in order to prevent them from, quote, getting to him, unquote, he decided to suicide. Because that would hurt them more? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I would have to dig deeper to understand the full range of what's happening.
All right. So, I'm just going to call him either Archer or Emiya going forward. Fair warning.
It just doesn't seem to make sense that this would be his solution. It seems like he's doing their work for them.
I'm going to quick skip over to Lola. Lola, what did you get on your roll?
Okay, I'll do it now because I wanted to make sure I could add. Could I add the guilty to that? Since
Yeah.
this guy and feeling lucky, and I don't know if criminal activities will work or not.
I mean, you're breaking into somebody's car. I think that's criminal activities enough.
Oh, it is? Shit. I gotta make a call.
Okay, I dropped the dice, so does the 10 plus 3 still count, even though I dropped them?
No, re-roll it.
Ah. That's gonna be an 8.
Okay.
It was a better roll when I dropped them. Just so you know, it was.
Oh, yeah. While you are rifling through the car, you get to ask 3 questions. What do you want to know?
Is this after I get the text message or before?
This is before.
Okay. Who is doing this?
Okay, you're going to have to restate that question.
Okay, whose car is this?
Looking at the title, you see that the title and insurance are in the glove box, and it's to an Eric Lascombe.
I'm trying to just think. Is there like an official list of questions, or I just come up with them?
You just come up with them.
And from what we remember, he would is this the spot where he did the shooting before?
No.
No. Okay. What are his plans?
Looking around, you find a burner phone. And as you're looking through it, you see multiple times a name that pops up that says Rabbit, as well as one that says Buyer. And the one that says Rabbit says, I'm on site, dealing with the problem now.
I can't ask who Rabbit is, can I?
Nope, you ran out of questions. However, you feel a sharp tap on your shoulder.
I turn around.
You see a very portly looking gentleman, very shady looking, wearing a black suit and a very greedy smile on his face.
Hi.
I don't think you remember me. I work at the pawn shop down the way. A little while ago, a couple of your friends came in looking for information about a cult. You remember the deal that we made?
I'm out of character. What is the deal?
He wanted a favor in exchange for information.
Oh. Yeah, I remember.
Good, good. I was hoping I was going to run into somebody from your group at some point.
But why are you here at this particular car at this park at this time?
As I said, I'm right across the street.
Okay, what do you need?
Question is, what do you need? Why are you rifling through some man's car?
It's a
Very
nice car.
nice one.
Yeah, it's a really nice car. He just left it here.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, how's this? You find me the keys for this car, and we'll call our bargain satisfied.
Um, you don't need the keys to use this.
No, but it makes everything a lot easier.
If I can get the keys for this car, I will. Yeah, sure, why not?
Then we have an agreement. And he offers his hand to you.
I have a cold, so I'm not going to do any shaking. Sorry.
Very well. And he turns around, says, You know where to find me.
Yeah, so now I want to just text that I want to need his car keys
I'm gonna text back. Why do you need his car keys?
to take care of a deal that we made.
Oh shit, that deal.
I didn't forget about that deal, guys.
Consequences of our actions? What? Our actions don't have consequences.
Now, I admit, I'm trying to remember who accidentally made that deal. Like who?
It was null.
It was fail.
Of course, it was fail.
Even when fail's not here.
the consequences of fails actions.
All right.
But yeah, just need his car keys off of him.
Renee, maybe let's offer you another option, another chance.
All right. So with Lola continuing with the car, I'm going to go back to the train. What are the three of you doing?
Well, now you're right up next to him. Me and Sarah are somewhere in the car, just keeping an eye out and trying not to look suspicious.
I'm doing that very authorly trick of writing down stuff inspired by this moment and this scene on my phone, which looks like I'm engaged in my phone, but I'm actually very aware of everything around me because that's how authors work.
Yeah.
How many other people are in the train car?
About two or three. There's one guy in a business suit with a briefcase currently standing and staring at his phone, and the other is a pregnant lady who's sitting off in the corner.
Trying to think and
like,
eating
in
hot.
text. Yeah, I was just gonna say in text. Sarah's like, I'm just watching right now, y'all. This is y'all's territory.
I'm contemplating, and eating hot chips while contemplating is a mistake. Just so you all are aware.
Smooth.
It was a mistake. I'm gonna continue to make that mistake because hot chips are good.
And thinking is bad.
Thinking is very bad. um,
Where is he? Where is temporal tense undecided Eric currently sitting on the train? How close to the door is he?
He's currently sitting in like the midmost section of the train car, so it's either side of him at this point, like 10 feet either direction. He's got his guitar sitting on the floor, or the guitar case sitting on the floor.
How much longer to the next stop?
About 5 minutes.
And how far is the next stop from the park?
About 2.5 to 3 miles.
Is that by how the crow flies, or by sticking to the streets?
That would be linear.
Okay.
If it was by city street, it would probably be closer to 3 or 4.
Okay. Ahmed has an idea if Renee's not gonna make an attempt.
oh, my attempt is gonna be a time lock thing. So it might be a time lock thing because I'm gonna end up sitting down next to him and starting a conversation. So if you have a thing you're gonna be doing and you want to act on it, then I would suggest you do that before I end up talking to him.
All right. So when the train goes to the next stop, Ahmed is gonna essentially get off the train, but in the process, he's going to walk past this Eric and using the guitar case as a tripping hazard as an excuse, he's going to try and pickpocket the keys off of him.
Okay. Go toe to toe.
Okay. So for this, I am going to be applying unpredictable moves, cat claws, and could I argue disarming attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 13.
Damn. All right. Well, with go toe to toe, you get to choose two options from the go toe to toe list, which is achieve your goal, deal a status, or block, dodge, and counter.
See, I am going to achieve my goal, so let's go with that. And that last one you said was block, dodge, and counter?
Yep, block, dodge, and counter their best attempts, which prevents them from giving you a status in return.
Yeah, well, I was going to take that for my two options, and yeah.
All right. We will go over the results of that once we come back from break.
Okay.
Sounds like a great idea. So, yeah, we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Not really. Uh, last we left off, we had Amit, who had been, what was the role for? It was
Pickpocketing the keys.
Yeah, pickpocketing the keys. So yes, you did take the keys. And what does this look like while you're picking his pocket?
So, as I described what my plan was, when the train's moving to the stop, I get up from my seat, I walk towards the door, and I pretty much deliberately trip over his guitar case, so I kind of land on top of him for a quick moment. And in that scuffle, I kind of just, with the dexterity and skill, just use the cat claws to slip into his pocket, hook the keys, pull out as I grab without him noticing.
You hear him go, what the hell? God, watch
Sorry,
yourself.
sorry. You might want to tuck the guitar underneath the seat. It's kind of a tripping hazard, my man.
Sorry, man.
All right.
And he pulls the guitar case closer, and he stands it upright so that it's sitting right between his legs.
All right. Well, good luck for whatever show you got, man. I'm out. See ya. And I do actually get off the train. And then I consider, okay, how am I going to get back to the park the fastest way? All right, these highway it is.
All right. Real quick. Hi, Spook Moth. Guy wants me to say hi. They are a friend of ours that is in our community out here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So welcome to the channel. As you leave, the guy is kind of watching as the train pulls away with you still on the station, and then like starts going looking for his phone. Pulls out his phone, looks down at it.
I mean, I don't actually stay on the at the station. I do like act
Yeah.
as this is my stop.
Yeah.
I leave.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know.
Okay.
It was just like that brief moment of watching you exit as they're pulling away.
You said that the sniper was looking at his phone, right?
Yep.
Can I shift from leaning up against the pole on my phone to like walk and take a seat behind the sniper, hoping to get a glimpse of his screen?
There's no behind. He's up against the wall.
Okay.
It's literally the middle seats of the train car where they have them sitting right across, and there's this wide open alley access way.
Well, then, can I get up and go into the next car so I can maybe get a glimpse at his spawn?
Hmm.
I mean, you could.
Am I
I think
following your description properly?
They're more like the subway seats in the middle of the car, where they're on one wall and one wall, the other wall, and facing towards the middle.
Mm-hmm. Usually, those are, in my experience, like I could pass by them as I'm going to cross over to the next car on the train.
Yeah. Okay.
True,
So
but
I see what you're saying.
okay.
You can look over, but you're not going to be able to like get all the information without staying there and staring at it.
I have eidetic memory.
Mm-hmm. So roll me an investigate.
All right. Character sheet. Character sheet. So definitely, or sorry, implacable memory. Definitely implacable memory. You don't realize I'm revealing your secrets.
Okay.
And pretty pointless jewels like me.
Okay.
And please fill airtime while I roll dice. Oh, never mind. I got it. 7.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I want to know. I want to know what he's saying about the I want to know if he's talking about the interaction and how the interaction with Amit.
He is actually not talking about that interaction. From what you can read on his screen, he is taking notes.
Can I tell what the notes, what some of the notes say? At least what's on screen when I pass by.
It's a little difficult to read because there was a little bit of a glare from one of the like as the sunlight's coming in, but it looks like he has some form of notes about positions and times, like very
Does,
specific positions and times.
can I see what their positions of?
Physical addresses. There is the downtown station building. There is the the sorry, the brownstone off of Fifth and Trenton. There's one for a financial building that's about a mile and a half away from where it says focal point. And there is a couple other locations, but it's a little difficult to read.
How many more questions can I ask you?
You've asked 2, so you got 1 more.
Shit. Okay. Where is the focal point?
Focal point would be like you watch as he scrolls up and down a little bit, trying to make sure. The focal point, from what it says on his notes, is where you first met the guy who called you over there.
Okay. And that's everything I can learn, I imagine.
Yep.
So I pass into the next car, and I message everybody on group chat. Meeting Eric where we did wasn't an accident.
Are we talking about
Fulcrum? Question mark.
Are we talking about the first loop or this latest loop?
Clarification to the GM. It's where we met him the first time.
First
right?
time, yeah.
First.
Okay, it didn't feel like an accident. I thought he was actively seeking us out, but the fact that somebody, and you're saying that
Yep,
new Eric,
message
trained
back.
Eric, is also aware of that first meeting.
Message back. Train Eric has a map. Calls that spot the focal point. Maybe things aren't as locked there? Question mark.
Well, that's where we were brought into the loops. So that might have been a.
Gods, I hope this isn't about us. Can a location be a rift?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that location? This is all in the group chat. Is that location a rift? Have we checked?
I'm already off the train. I'll make a detour.
See you at the park.
While you've taken your detour, Renee, you had your thing you wanted to do.
So, Renee is going to slip off her hat as she sits down next to Eric between him and the doors and say, "So, how is all of this helping the Crane sisters?"
He looks startled for a moment and says, "How do you know about that?"
A talent of mine.
You watch as he's staring directly in your eyes and he's trying to concentrate on something and realizes it's not working. He says, "Huh, you're not one of them."
What do you mean by that, Eric?
Nothing. Just, how do you know about this? I need to know what you know before I can tell you anything.
I know that you helped them dig into something deep, and now you are chasing after a younger version of yourself.
Is that what you think? Oh,
That's what I think so far.
it's not me.
So that's not the person I've been helping,
If you
quote
think you've been
unquote helping, quote unquote helping, who's told me his name is Eric Lascom, is not who he says he is.
Does he have a pocket watch?
Yes.
God damn it.
What's going on?
You're a gatekeeper, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and I know that there's a lot of equipment that went missing, and it seems like he's getting his hands on some of it.
It wasn't him that did it. It was the net. One of the stopwatches this guy has is a gatekeeper pocket watch. One of your focuses allows him to change his appearance. It's not me you're helping.
So he's impersonating you, and
Yeah.
she's sent him after you.
Yep.
And you're trying to eliminate him as a threat.
No. Well, yes and no. I knew he was coming after me. I had not expected him to pull you and your people in.
So we're all stuck in this loop because of him and this pocket watch mistakenly helping the wrong person.
No.
This is very confusing, if you couldn't tell.
I know. All right. I have about 10 minutes before I have to be at my next thing. I'll make this as quick as I can. You've been played. What you're looking at is the guy who's the White Rabbit. He's a former hitman from years ago. This guy's tricky, likes to make his shots however he can. I think he's trying to use you to pull me out into public. I keep killing him, but the day keeps resetting.
And it's going to keep resetting as long as he's got control of that watch.
Pretty much. That watch was confiscated years ago by the gatekeepers.
So the game now is to figure out how to get that watch away from him without tripping everything up.
Yeah, bit of a side problem. You need to make contact with him to stay in the loop, otherwise you're pretty much done for.
We've already made contact for this loop, so we're okay for this one. I don't know if it's going to be safe to tell everybody this.
Probably not. But you need to be careful which watch you're pulling from him. Right? There's two of them. He's got one that changes his appearance. It'll look like one of your gatekeeper foci. The other one is a stopwatch. The stopwatch is the one that keeps you in this loop.
She's gonna pull out her new... Do I know what the foci look like? I've handled those before.
Yeah, every gatekeeper has a different focus. Yours happens to be your loom. Was it your loom or was it the sewing needles?
I think she had actually like a pin, like a hairpin.
So that was your focus. Every gatekeeper has a focus, and it could be pocket watches, pins, sewing needles, stuff like that. It depends on what your job is. And for a lot of agents, it happens to be a pocket watch.
Okay. So just a kind of standard run-of-the-mill pocket watch.
Yeah, most of the time, the pocket watches themselves have they'll have misdrawn runes on them or misdrawn symbols all over them.
Okay. And then the other one is just like a stopwatch. Is it more of a modern one? Like if thinking back on it.
It looks really old.
Okay. So definitely more of a like a click off the top one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so they do look fairly similar then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Then she's gonna pull out the newspaper and just to kind of cover bases and make sure she knows what it looks like. I'm gonna see if we can look up what that actual stopwatch looks like, if we can find it.
Yeah, so there is record of it. It is the White Rabbit's pocket watch, and It's roughly the size of your hand. It's got a crack in the glass with 2 radium green hands on them.
Okie dokie.
And yes, those are actual radium.
Ah,
That's not good.
I see.
Fairly common at a certain age of pocket watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know it's very confusing. Time loops are very confusing. Is everybody on your team a gatekeeper?
No.
That's going to be a problem. Don't let your team get near me.
Can I ask why?
I believe your people call them deniers.
What is a denier, Alan?
That is somebody who denies the beyond. They believe so hard that the mist and everything within it cannot exist that rifts lose their abilities while around them.
And you are a denier.
Yeah. I've seen enough of what happens around town to know that the shit is too much.
All right.
Especially for what Annette has planned.
All right, and I will tell them to. Well, I'll just tell them based on what I've figured out to just stay away from you. As far as what else I've discovered, I couldn't get that far into your head.
All right. I got 5 minutes. I need to take the next exit and head out. I don't know what you and yours have planned here, but there is a schedule. So, I don't know how you want to play this, but as long as we can get one or both of those damn pocket watches out, I can take the shot.
We'll figure it out.
He stands up, grabs the guitar case, and says, "I'll see you around."
She slips the hat back on and just goes to pretend to read the newspaper.
A little bit of a retcon, since I am now just realizing this. If neither of you use supernatural powers when trying to interact with Eric, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it was all just natural dexterity and like improved mental faculties.
Well, the official tag, well, 2 of the tags I used came from my Mythos thing. Yeah, they were pretty much just essentially natural stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that.
And all of my stuff came from Logos tags and was just, me keeping an eye out and remembering things well.
All right, cool. So it wouldn't have affected you then.
Okay, good. Because I was like scared.
Wait a minute.
When you start doing legendary things near somebody who denies the beyond, things get really fucky.
So what you're saying is I can't tell him a story?
You don't
Story.
want to.
Huh?
And it's probably a good thing that Noel's not here.
Oh.
Good thing? Question mark.
Um,
Like it probably would have killed Bull.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nothing, nothing says fuck you like yeeting immortality. All right. I'm going to switch over to Lola. You're muted. There you go.
Nothing. Lola's just passing the time peacefully, not doing anything that requires getting another um messing up with time again.
Please don't.
While you
Please. For
while you're
my
just
sake.
while you're just sitting there minding your own business, you notice the Eric that you guys have been dealing with since the beginning has started walking back, and he looks kind of worse for wear.
And I don't know anything that's gone on just now, correct?
Not yet, because a text has not been sent.
Lola's gonna just kind of, I guess, wave to see if he sees her.
Uh, he does, and immediately like starts speeding up his walking pace. Comes over to you and says, "Are you wearing the pendant?"
Yeah, that I didn't realize this would happen.
Oh no. Okay, next time around, we have to make sure you get back there so you don't get hurt.
Yeah, that was the plan. I kind of don't want to, be torn to pieces.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we need to go.
Where and what happened to you?
Don't worry about it, and we'll figure that out on the way.
Yeah, 1 second. And she's going to text everyone, let them know that she's going with Eric.
All right.
Going where?
Where are we going, Eric?
Like I said, we'll figure that out on the way. Let's go.
Do not let him take you to a secondary location.
Wait, I thought he wanted to be at the park. Why does he want to leave now?
Eric, I can call a car.
Mm, call a car about 2 or 3 blocks up. I need to move.
Okay, just 1 minute while I call the car to come get us.
Okay.
It's a nice car. Don't worry about it. I'm not a creepy person. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And he's looking around with paranoia and panic all over his face.
Renee is gonna put into the group chat, say nothing to Eric. Stay away from the man with the guitar case. You won't be able to
Okay.
use your powers if you're near him.
Oh. I did not know enough anime from make a joke reference.
Okay, so I am definitely calling the car. I don't know
Into
how
the
much
group
more.
chat. Lola, ask him who he fought at the mall.
Okay, just another minute. But was that did you get like beat up at the mall? Do I need to get my people to beat up somebody?
I don't think they're going to handle that. And you see that he's locked eyes with somebody and is now walking faster.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go after him and just like keep badgering him about the mall and if I can get people to beat up people for him.
Yeah, these are not the kind of people you want to try and throw down with. do you try and look at whoever is following?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll an investigate -1.
I don't really want a -1.
I mean, who does?
Have you considered not giving me that -1?
Just had the dice. Oh, here they are. I thought I lost my dice. I was stacking them up and they were right in front of me. Um, I know I can do the getting lucky. I don't. I guess. I don't know. I'll just see what I get. I got 10 +1, so that's 11.
Okay. What was the +1? What was your 2 power tags?
I was getting. Oh wait, plus. So it's not. It's 10. Yeah, getting lucky. It was what I used. I'm feeling lucky. Sorry.
Okay, so that would have been +0.
Okay, so I got a 10 because I rolled 2 5s.
All right. When you look back, you notice that there are 3 people in gray suits with gray hats following directly behind you.
It's my people.
Are you worried about them? And I like point.
Yes, I am worried about them. Stop pointing.
Oh, right, right, right. What? Do you don't think they can help you?
No, they want to kill me.
Why would they kill you?
Oh my god. He speeds up to walk faster. This is not how I die today.
Well, wouldn't that change the loop though if you died with them killing you?
No, it just means I reset at a different point.
So it has to be you have to be killed a certain way. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's how this whole time looping thing works.
So what if you avoid that getting killed a certain way?
I've been trying, but somehow I always end up right back there because that is a locked point.
So you even tried like locking yourself in a room or getting like locked in a bank safe?
Yes. You know what happens? My physical body gets torn to shreds, and I am brought back to the same point that I am supposed to be at. It is incredibly painful.
But you do get brought back. It's not like permanent.
No, it's literally tearing me across town in ribbons. It sucks.
Ooh.
Right, but you're still alive afterward.
Yeah, until they shoot me.
And then you
Dead.
come back the next day alive again.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I've done this?
At least 84.
86. And do you know how taxing dying is on the human brain?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that we have that understanding. You know what we need to do now?
Wait for my friends.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, what happens if you make it impossible for the shooter to get in position?
Yeah. Yeah, that.
I don't know. I can never get there. That's why I got you guys to help me so I can stop dying and we can stop the shooter.
Yeah, so
So,
what
I
good
should
what
mention that at some point while I'm hopping across town to get to the quote unquote focal point, I do send Lola a text message saying, "Hey, yeah, I got his car keys. Why again? Oh, yeah, that's right, the deal. If we are still in this loop, by the time I get back to the park, I'll make sure to turn them in."
they'll text back thanks. So, what happens if I run into the shooter and I start like really bugging him? Like I could ask him for a fundraiser or get my people to drag him into a car.
Probably be enough to distract him to break the loop.
That's great. I can do that easily. My people should be here pretty soon.
Perfect. And he ducks through a laundromat and hits one of the side exits.
Is this the laundromat we went to before?
No, it's a different one.
Okay. Okay, what direction are you going so I can get the car to the right place? I don't know if my driver can like.
Just 2 blocks up, 1 block over.
Okay, I'll text the driver to let him know that we're here in the laundromat. Like I'm texting every place that we go so my driver knows where I am.
All right. And he kind of pushes past one of the customers and pretends like he's folding as one of the gatekeepers walks past. Okay. Now let's go to get your car.
Okay, I still don't see why you're so worried about that, especially with what we got going on. But yeah, let's go to my car.
Uh, he he kind of like grabs you by the arm and tries to lead you towards the door.
Hey, no hands.
Sorry. Listen, I'm just really tense, okay? I keep dying. I keep coming back. This shit sucks. I really want to be done.
Listen, when we get to my car, you can have a juice box, okay?
What flavor?
Um, tropical.
Hell yeah. All right. With that, I'm going to switch back to the group. Actually, you all separated. I forgot. Amit. What's up, buddy?
Hmm?
I said, what's up? I was switching over to you.
I apologize. I was momentarily distracted. So, let's see. The last I was going to was the focal point, aka the spot that not Emmett, not Emmett, not Eric keeps getting shot at. Because we
Oh,
were seeing if it was a rift itself, which I'm starting to have my doubts as a player now that we have all this other information.
okay.
But
You,
hmm?
uh, but make it real quick. You make it up to the intersection that this whole thing started. Where are you in this intersection?
uh, I'm going all off of pure memory and seeing if I can figure out where the shooter was going to be to see if I can just examine that spot more closely.
Okay. I'm gonna have you look beyond the mist.
Oh, fun.
But the question is, where do you want to be? Do you want to be street level? You want to be on top of a building?
Uh, I'm gonna go with street level. Just
Okay.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I only got one mythos, so that's a 5.
Yeah, about that. Um, you're gonna take temporal distortion 1.
It's a lovely
Okay.
condition.
Okay.
Uh, as you tried to look beyond the mist, you notice that there isn't just one timeline. There are about 100, pretty close to it, and it's overwhelming. You're noticing that all 86 timelines are currently playing out at the same time, as regular time is passing normally. And it's almost too much.
Oh, okay. That was a mistake. Shit. Okay. Ah. Okay. So, as I am trying to get my head back on straight, I'm just going to try and go. I'm pretty much uh, calling Sarah mainly because just the first number that gets to my hand first when I pull out my phone is like, all right, Sarah,
I'm in.
okay, yeah,
You
ah,
sound pained.
yeah, yeah, I'm fairly sure my
Did you
nose is
take the
bleeding.
brown acid? Don't take the brown. Never take the brown acid.
I know not to take the brown acid. Well, I'm just calling whatever you do at any of his like uh any of the fixed event points. I don't care what it is. Don't 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 try to peer too deeply. It ends poorly.
Do you need anything? Can I
A mountain of
let you?
aspirin and enough alcohol to kill an elephant.
I definitely have both of those things. Yes. I have not quite enough to kill an elephant in my purse, but if I can get in touch with you, I can. Or if I can get to you, I can give you some.
All right. Hang on. Doing some quick head math. Um, so long as I can forget the rough equivalent of the last 3 months, I should be fine.
I mean, yes, I have the right chemicals in my purse to do that. I've done that many times. Very useful. Um, but why?
Because I just had 3 months of repeated days shoved into my head at once.
So what you're saying is you know things.
What I'm saying is I have seen the same day play out for 3 months in less than a second. My head feels like mush.
Like I'm on my way to you. I'm at the bus stop. I've got the aspirin and the alcohol and the amnesia drugs in my purse. But if you've seen all of the days he's lived through, then surely you must have learned a secret or two.
I'm trying not to forget fifth grade part, my fifth grade science test right now.
You're trying not to forget that.
It was a good day.
You still think that was a good? Wow,
Look,
Amit. Okay.
look, I am very in
Uh,
touch with my inner child. I would like to remain very in touch with my inner child.
I'd like to keep my inner child quite well buried, frankly. Uh, I'm on my way. I have the everything I need. Try to, you know how to meditate, right? Try to meditate and like shuffle through the days or something. See if you can learn something that might be helpful.
I'll try, but no guarantees. There's a lot of monotony.
That's the nature of monotony, sadly. That's why the pills help.
Look, I am in no position to make a judgment call on what you do with your pills. I've pushed enough of them myself.
I mean, I can judge myself just perfectly fine. Thank you for not weighing in.
All right, I'm gonna find somewhere to sit down and not have my college dissertation leak out of my brain.
Who needs that?
Philosophy major, that's the only thing I actually need. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off the phone, find somewhere to sit down, and tries not to look like he's suffering from a bad trip.
Probably a good idea.
All right. Okay. And then he's gonna text. All right. Renee, are you still with real Eric, future Eric? What are we calling him now? Renee, Penny, Meg.
Magatha.
Ahmed was calling to see if you were still with the real Eric, future Eric. What are we calling him now?
We'll just call him E for short.
Okay.
And he got off the train. I'm circling back to the park now.
All right. Okay. So, just to make sure I'm aware on fully up to date on the plan, because I just had 3 months shoved into my head because I did a dumb. Um, we want to stay away from E, but get 2 watches from fake E. That was the plan, right?
Repeat that?
Just wanted to confirm. Like, this is all in character. Just wanted to confirm the plan. Stay away from E because he screws with our powers, but we need to get 2 watches off of fake E, right? Or have you not informed of us of
I
that
haven't
part?
informed you of that yet.
Okay. All right. I apologize. Like I said, I was a bit distracted. All right. So, what's the current plan then?
Current plan is just meet back up with Eric.
All right.
See.
Just so you're up on everything. I'm at what I'm guessing is the focal point of the end of day event location. Uh, a bit suffering because I did a dumb. I'm gonna stick here. Sarah's on her way to me with some medicinal help. So good luck. Make sure that everybody else doesn't do a dumb because yeah, doing a dumb hurts a lot. Don't don't try to look too deep into any fixed event locations. Does not go well.
Duly noted. Please be careful.
I'll try.
I'll meet up with Lola and Eric, figure out where they're going.
Right. But yeah. And because he's probably now running out of whatever mental capacity he has, he would really just like to take a nap at this point. He's just going to shoot um, Lola a text message, essentially summoning it up. Don't look into fixed locations. Uh, they hurt, and be safe. And like I said, he's found somewhere to sit down, and he's trying very desperately to look like he's not suffering from a bad trip, while waiting for Sarah to get there with the requested mountain of aspirin.
All right. Sarah and Renee. Now that Eric has gotten off the train, what are the two of y'all doing?
Well, as stated earlier, I got off the train and I'm trying to bust my way over to where Shock is.
Okay.
Well,
Renee?
not Shock, but Ahmed.
Mm-hmm.
I am tracking down where Lola and Eric are and trying to find where to meet them.
If you look at your newspaper, you notice that you're getting communications.
I'm getting
But-
comms again? Yay!
The problem is your communications are very jumbled.
Oh
You're seeing
no.
communications from you're like it looks like the half the letters are missing or they're overlapping with other communications. So it's almost impossible to read.
I think it was better when I wasn't getting any.
So what are you gonna do? Are you riding the train all the way back around?
Um, I guess I'm gonna. It'd be faster to just call Lola directly and just ask, okay, where are you going? So I know where to go and to meet you two.
We're going to my car. Which street? Well, I'll just like name wherever I told the car to go.
Hmm.
How far is it a distance for me to get there at this point?
It's the opposite end of the city. You'll be back around in the loop before you try to drive over there, unless you take a very certain motorcycle you have.
My motorcycle is probably at the park at this point.
Are you saying the Flying Dutchman cannot find a way?
I have to burn powers to summon it.
Ah, that's right. Fair enough.
But it would not only get to you, it would get you there.
That's true. And I haven't really done anything this session, so fuck it. Let's do it. I guess I'll
Do you do it
burn.
while you're still on the train?
I'm gonna get off the train.
Oh,
I'll go. Well, you know what? For you to have some excitement,
all right.
I'll burn woven tapestries, and uh, is it burn or mark it as a fate? Whatever it is,
It would be a burn.
I'll burn it and summon the Flying Dutchman and spook the shit out of some people. And
You sit there while you're concentrating on the bike. All of a sudden, everybody in the train just starts screaming as they hear the loud roar of this fucking chopper rolling up the side of the train tracks before actually following alongside it.
amazing. Amazing. I love it. I have my cool ass motorcycle because I'm a cool ass mom. And yeah, I'm getting on my motorcycle and making my way downtown.
Playing your piano.
Yeah.
All right. So you're hauling ass across the street. You're essentially just flying over this small man-made pond that cuts across the park, and looking fly as you do it. So that should bring everybody back together. Lola,
I'm here.
as soon as you get to the car, Eric stops, says, "All right, so I need to get." Oh, let me see. Checks the time. I need to be around the focal point, but not quite there yet.
How much time do we have to get you there?
I got about an hour or two before everything kicks off.
Well, get in and get a juice box. We'll get you around the focal point, okay? You need to take
Cool.
a breather.
Yeah.
My car's safe.
So he jumps in the car, says, "Hey, you got any like weapons or anything back here?"
Well, it laughs. What do you need?
Oh, body armor and some shotguns or something? I don't. I got somebody trying to kill me. Got multiple people trying to kill me. Just something to protect myself. I
How uncaring is Lola when she pulls out requested shotgun and body armor?
You know what? I think she's going to ask him if he's trained as she like uncovers a bunch of weapons.
Oh, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Let's go.
So, but are you trained though? Have you used these before?
He picks up the shotgun and starts double loading it.
Look, not in my car, okay? I just got it redone.
Oh, you're fine. I got this. And you
Shotgun
watch
down. It should like close the weapons up and like here's your juice box. You just got to wait a little bit, all right?
before you take the shotgun away, he finishes double loading it and then like one-handed checks the chamber to make sure that it's empty before sliding one in.
Okay, I guess you can use this shotgun, but I'm going to put everything else away. I don't want you to hurt yourself. And here, take this, and here's a Lunchable.
I mean, fine. Okay, thank you. Grabs the Lunchable and his juice box and the body armor with the shotgun, brings it up front with him.
I would like to point out the only reason why there's still a Lunchable in this vehicle is because Ahmed hasn't gotten into it yet.
It's okay. There's some more in the cooler.
No, not that Ahmed would eat it, because Ahmed would be offended that it exists in the same state as him.
Yep.
Sorry, I guess we didn't want to give him one of the good lunches that you probably have had.
It's the pizza one. So he's sitting there munching on it. You where do you go?
I well, I can't get into the front because there's only two seats up there, the driver and where he's sitting. So I guess I stay in the back seat or one of the back seats.
All right. And so he directs the driver on where to go. While he's finishing his Lunchable, he smiles and says, "You know, I really appreciate you, Lola. Would not have would not have thought that somebody was going to come this heavily armored, this heavily armed."
Well, yeah, I have to be disarmed. I'm the mom.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. It makes doing this a whole lot easier, and he pulls the shotgun on the driver.
How fast can Lola pull a gun on him?
Well, I mean, you have weapons that are far more potent than guns, so you are really quick.
Yeah, I want to put the gun on him.
Oh, you're pretty fast.
Yeah, and you're not going to hurt my driver.
See, I wasn't sure if I could trust him, but since you're willing to protect him, I guess I can do that.
I mean, she trusts this driver to drive the kids around. Of course, she trusts the driver.
Yeah, so I suggest you get back into the back seat with me. Okay, I can give you something else to drink. I'm gonna blanket. What would you like?
Hmm. He's still holding the gun to the driver.
Lola
Says,
still.
you know, honestly, I wasn't sure whether or not this was going to work. I really appreciate you giving me all the tools that I need. But I kind of need to stab you in the back. I needed you here because I needed the armor. Thanks.
Can I shoot him non-fatally, please?
Go toe to toe -1.
Okay, and can I
Oh,
use Heart of Ice and Criminal Activities and Feeling Lucky?
Heart of Ice, yes. Criminal activities, no.
Okay. And you know what? Can I just burn Heart of Ice?
You can. That would only get you a 9 because it's at a -1.
Okay.
I am also going to be. I'm going to be invoking your losing face. It's technically a -2.
Okay. Can I use my Sword of Tears? Would that give me another?
Yes, it would.
So Sword of Tears, Heart of Ice, the Guilty.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so that was 9 with just the dice, and you said it was -2
-2.
plus I added 2, so that's a
0.
9. Yeah.
All right. With the go toe to toe, you get to choose one off of the list.
Okay. Toe to toe.
So that's going to be achieve your goal, give them a status, or block, dodge, or counter his best attempts.
Okay, I want to stop him from shooting my driver. The reason why I wanted to shoot him not fatally because I didn't want to stop the loop to start the loop over again, but I wanted to take him out so that he wouldn't be able to do whatever he was doing.
Okay. So it sounds like you want to. Sounds like you want to deal him a status.
Yes.
Okay. So with a power of 0, you're only going to deal tier 1. What do you want to call it? Just gunshot wound?
I guess so. I can't think of anything more creative.
All right. So you get him in the shoulder. As you fire this gun, your driver swerves so that he doesn't get hit from any of the damage, like the shotgun going off. And you watch as the gun hits the dashboard and shoots directly into the engine. Eric essentially just rolls out of the car as quickly as he can and starts running.
Can I run after him?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, he's not getting away. He tried to hurt my poor driver.
So I'm gonna need you to change the game if you're gonna try and catch up to him.
Okay. And how do I roll that? Okay, can I add tax to that? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I got a 5 and a 3, so that's 8 plus feeling lucky, 9. But can I burn a tag for that?
You can burn a tag, but you have to do that before you roll.
Okay, never mind. 9. Um, guess 9. I don't think her goons would know because she has entourage of goons, but I don't think they would like pop out of the woodwork.
What is this, an anime?
Well, she does. She has entourage of goons as one of her tags.
Since it's just you, I'm going to say no.
Okay. Okay, under protection too.
Sorry.
Right. And not the guilty, probably.
Not in this case.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a 9.
All right. How many power tags you use? Just one? All right. You're able to kind of close the distance, but it's not going to get you anywhere close enough to him. He is fast.
Can I shoot him again?
I mean, you could, but at this range, it's going to be even harder to hit.
Okay. Just gonna text that he's getting away.
All right. So the rest of you, you all get a text saying he's getting away.
Okay. I do not have the spoons to deal with this. All right.
Sarah, you've also now just arrived to the bus stop just shy of where Ahmed is.
I get out. I rush over to the focal point looking for somebody who's having a bad trip. I imagine I find him pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
I rush up without even talking, sit next to him, pull out my purse, start going through the pills. I have a max dose of aspirin and 3, maybe 4 other pills, various types, colors. One's a capsule. Um, and then I go through the purse. You hear some clinking as I choose one of the 3 flasks of booze. Cognac, I think, will wash this down best.
Okay, this is the first time I had an alcohol pairing with my drugs, but all right. Pop, pop, and pop.
Okay, you feel okay, right? I don't even know what one of those pills was.
Oh, we'll find out in about 30 minutes. Okay.
And then I'm going to Pure Beyond the Mist.
Look, I'm just waiting for the pills to kick in for me to actually notice or try to stop you.
Ahmed, heads or tails?
Let's go with tails.
Oh.
Fine with that.
Hey, buddy, have you ever tried hallucinogenics?
Oh no.
Because you have
They're a
now.
lot of fun.
Oh no.
Good.
All right, so what does Amit see?
What
Also,
doesn't
what kind
he
of
see?
hallucinogenics did I give him? Did I give him like acid or mushrooms or like
MDMA.
is it like 2,1-B or
Oh
something? Because MDMA is not a
no.
hallucinogenic.
I thought it was.
It's an upper and a euphoric.
Okay, so yeah, let's change that up a little bit then. It's an upper and a euphoric. You're not hallucinating, but you're on MDMA.
Yeah, it gives you lots of energy. It makes you feel really good, and it kind of turns you autistic. Like your senses are all really, really pleasurable. Also, you get a big hit of serotonin and I think even oxytocin, so you tend to trust and love everyone around you quite a lot.
Did not like how you phrased that, buddy. Did not like how you said that.
It's how it works.
Knox, do not mute my mic.
Get muted.
Okay. But okay. Okay. So the only way I can describe how how he acts is just his shoulders slump. He opens his eyes, and his pupils are. You know how cats have that dilated pupil when they're looking at something. Yeah, that's Albert right now. Huh. I don't think I felt this good since before I started college.
Yeah, that's a big mood right there.
Amit, you're getting euphoric 3.
I wonder if this is gonna last through after the loop reset. You know, this last the loop reset.
And then Sarah, you said you were going to.
You're beyond the mists.
Yep. So roll me beyond. Look beyond the mist.
That's what it's called. 8.
All right. You start seeing not just all the various timelines that have happened, but you also see that there's people walking back and forth, just going about their day.
Wait, I'm not understanding. People are walking back and forth in the area, going about their day.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're completely separated from where you are. Like they're on a different plane of existence.
Okay, so there's people I couldn't see until I did this,
Mm-hmm.
who are just doing banal things.
Yep.
In what seems to be this time.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to all the timelines converging.
Correct.
Can I identify these people?
These are just regular ass people. There's nothing special about them. They just appear to be people going to and from places.
Okay, but they're not like the faceless masses or something.
No,
Like they're
no.
individuals. I would
They're
be able to
individuals.
recognize
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Um, That's weird. You didn't tell me about the people.
What people?
Invisible ones? Out of phase ones? They're walking around just doing their business among all of the timelines. Well, like in this timeline, but out of phase or something?
So like looking outside of. Are we on a ship in a bottle?
We appear to be in some sort of town square, piazza kind of thing.
No. There, I, it's been a while since I looked into this. There's a interpretation of the simulation theory, I want to say, where or the way I've always wrapped my head around was a kind of a ship in a bottle kind of thing. So
You're gonna have to explain.
The time loop, it happened, it's happening and it's happening, it's happening, it keeps resetting, but it's only resetting inside the ship in the bottle. Outside of the bottle, the ocean moves as normal.
So you're thinking the people are time progressing as it always does, and we're the ones who are out of phase in this ship?
Yes.
The bottle?
Yes.
Huh. That's trippy.
Very.
Whatever I gave you, it seems to be treating you well.
It's not the first time I tried euphorics.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Well, pop a couple of pills just so I can get on the same channel. I think we need to get back to everyone else. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
up to riding a bus?
Yes.
Do you remember that you have feet?
I am aware that I have a prime number of feet. Yes.
Do you remember where on your body the feet are located?
Below my legs.
Okay, good. We can probably do this. I'll pay for your fare.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I think this is probably a good place to cut tonight.
I got a quick
Oh
question.
my god.
I know we're cutting. If we got reset, would that take away all of the statuses and such?
Yes, because the day restarts.
Good to know.
All right, let's
And
do
we
some outros. Who wants to start? Let's popcorn.
a few more minutes, okay?
All right. I'll kick us off. So, yes, thank you everyone for joining us. I'm Shaq Fair. I have reprised my role as Amit Moreno this evening. Other places you can find me on Twitter or X as it's called. I sometimes post there. It's been a while. I also occasionally do my own streaming right here on Twitch at Sharkpoint Failure. It's very easy to find me on Twitch. I'm Sharkpoint622. I'm also found on Blue Sky at Sharkpoint Failure. Like I said, it's very easy to find me. Uh, let's see. The next time you'll actually be able to catch me, I believe, would be this Saturday with King's Gambit. No, King's Gambit is Saturday after this one, right?
Yeah, it's the not next weekend, but the one after.
Yeah. So in that case, I believe the next time you'll really see me will be the very oddly scheduled Speakeasy, which will be next Monday. And I believe that wraps it up. So I'm going to pass the bill off to Meg, who is not paying attention.
I was looking at my calendar so I could accurately tell you when you'll see me next. Hi, everybody. I am Meg and or Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch, and now on Fiverr. If you see cool overlays like this and the rest of the ones that I have done for Singularity, you can commission me to make a cool overlay like this for you. For TTRPG streams, for gaming streams, whatever you think that you'll like. Pardon me. I also am taking commissions for writing things like session plans, campaign planning, and module writing, as well as copy editing and blog and article writing. I'm also considering doing commission work for character designs. That prices are negotiable. They start at $10 for session planning writing. Overlays start at $25, depending on how many screens you want and complexity. As far as where you can find me next, you'll see me on Wednesday over on Neon Lights Roleplay for our next episode of By His Shadowed Peace. Next time you'll see me on Singularity will be the Tuesday after Speakeasy Conspiracy for our next Heart of Darkness episode. So that's what's coming up from me. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Janie.
Hi, I'm Janie. I played Lola tonight. I believe the next time I'm on anywhere is the Speakeasy session. And then the Heart of Darkness. I just like to do stuff online at different places, nowhere consistently. So you could try to be at Twitter at JaniePot7575, but I don't remember to update it. But I'm here, I swear. I'm gonna popcorn it. There's to the person whose name I don't know because they have so many names.
They have 19 names. That's so many names. One of my names is Pope Uncommon the Dainty. I use 3 different sets of pronouns. One of those sets is B Bim Bose, Bose Bim Self. Aspiring TTRPG personality. I have the TTRPG. I have the personality. Trying to put them together. Right now, you can find me not only here for Breaking Neon, but if you keep an eye out on Enchanting Sorcery Productions, at some point in October, time yet to be determined yet, we'll we will start Tragedies of Waldron Hall, my gothic horror romance campaign of thirsty sword lesbians, as a prequel to my magical girl team, so very different anime, game of thirsty sword lesbians, Sparkle Heart Magic Force Go. That's the only project coming up at the moment that you can watch. So you should cast me in things because I have an open schedule right now because the baby was started going to daycare. Uh, you can also hire me as a professional role playing game master. I'm happy to run anything that you want me to run, although I do specialize in campaigns centering kink and leather culture. Hoping to post a Deviant the Renegade campaign soon. And you can find all of my social media at my link tree, linktr.ee/queer mythopoeia. QUEERMYTHOPOEIA. Because I'm the kind of nerd that likes really long words that Tolkien really liked. I think that's everything? Question mark. So I guess I will corn it back to our master of ceremonies, the eye which sees all, the panopticon, keeping us all good little Christian boys and girls. We're not good little Christian boys and girls.
I'll make a possible attempt.
I mean, whenever I get people saying "God bless you," I usually go, "And I'll be at your monastery next with my raiding party." Usually throws them for a loop. Hey everybody, my name's Alan, the All-Seeing Eye. You'll see me here on Singularity most of the time, and I believe my next show is going to be uh, it's King's Gambit at the end of the month. I'm not sure. Do we know if we're live streaming the session 0 for Country of Mist?
You will not be.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I just wanted to make sure. Keep an eye out though, because fairly soon I will be in Country of Mist, which is a game run by Synthetic 20, using City of Mist, and it's going to be fantastic. I am excited. After that, I will be back for Fragments of Tomorrow's Apocalypse, which is the Knights of Paintown campaign. And then we start this whole cycle over on where we're going to be with Breaking Neon. Stick around. We are going to be raiding Live from the Apocalypse. Have a wonderful night.